We're actually live. If I'm streaming to the wrong stream, I'm gonna be pissed. It might happen.
You're going. I can see it.
Nice. Our work. Funny thing is, Duke followed us 3 hours ago.
Since you can't be live to greet new viewers.
Oh man. Duke, if you hear this, you suck for just doing it now. Ooh, Mandalorian.
We'll start very soon. Give us just a moment. Give us just a moment. Give us just a moment. Go. All right. I don't have any of the sound effects of following and stuff like that available. Still haven't had.
I'm loving all these K-pop emotes I'm getting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there. I saw there's a promo until Halloween. Anytime you subscribe, you get a K-pop emote that you get to keep forever.
Nothing
K-pop stands unite.
I'm all about that BTS life.
I'm trying. I'm like, who is the K-pop version of One Direction? And there we go.
I got
Are
you.
they?
I just know they're popular. That's all I know.
Streaming?
Yeah, sorry. We're live. We're live. We're here.
Hey
Maybe we can talk more
Except
about BTS and get some BTS fans.
Except I realized everyone's thing's wrong, so
Hey, I'm Clover.
Nice.
Who's it? Wait, who's the actual DM now? Oh no, Pete's the DM still.
yeah, I'm still. Dude,
Damn it.
that one is the one thing that never. And it's
My name is Clover. I'm super innocent and naive, and I'm currently watching the gnome cook to death.
Very traumatic.
What does the K-pop emote look like?
There's a bunch of them. Some fingers, dance move, I think, or yeah, dance move, I think. I don't know.
Celebrate K-pop. What is that?
They're so
K-pop
weird.
cheer. Oh, it's a little K-pop selfie and a K-pop victory. Oh my god, that's a peace sign.
They seem kind of generic.
Yeah. For a second, I thought the K-pop cheer was like somebody holding up underwear with a heart on it. But I think that's a sign.
Probably like a
Yeah.
fan sign.
the heart sign, you mean?
Yeah.
Like one of the numerous Korean heart signs that exist.
No, it's like just a literal sign.
Oh,
Literal
You don't
okay.
heart.
hold it. But
I don't know. They're like it's a weirdly thick sign.
It's a
yeah, it does look like it's made
sign.
out of fabric.
It's a
instead of-
dummy thick
It's a
sign.
it's a dummy fucking thick sign. That's what it is.
Dude, I am trying to sneak this sign into the Carly Rae Jepsen concert, but it's dummy thick, and the clapping of the paper is alerting the bouncers.
All right, I'm almost done. I have to fix the map screen, and then we're actually gonna get started. I'm so sorry. It's been a month and a half, and I filled my brain with nothing but engineering equations for the last, well, month and a half.
And now it's time to fill it with K-pop.
Speaking of dummy thick, the interactive ad thing I had, like the verification, I had to roll a ball around to have the image ring straight up.
Yeah.
And it was a dummy thick gorilla.
Oh yeah, it's the gorilla
Good.
one.
Aren't they all pretty thick?
All the gorillas are thick.
I feel like they're pretty thick.
All right. Well, either way, welcome back, everyone. All our 7 viewers, 5 of them being you. You know what?
Heyo.
Matter. I'll take it.
Back in the big leagues.
Either way, welcome back. It's been a while. You coming in twice? No. Okay. I thought I was through. It's okay. Welcome back. It has been a long time, so I've kind of forgotten where we've left off. But I noticed that.
I thought you were gonna say you forgot who we are.
No. But I noticed that I believe we ended at the end of combat. It seems like one of the bad guys is still alive, but Tingle has fallen. And I remember the druid has lit Tingle's armor on fire using heat metal.
Yeah, the
Turn.
druid used heat metal and then turned into a bird and flew away. And I think the last thing that happened, I decapitated the Gladius dude.
Yes. Okay, so you did actually kill
Oh,
him.
he's dead. He is dead.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was the end of my turn, I think. And
Okay.
then we stopped because it was like 5 in the morning or something.
All right. Well, now that we're back, we are still going to be in combat. So as soon as we start, we're going to be in combat. However, it's to see if Tingle survives. And if he doesn't, Robert, I need you to still stay in
Sure
here
thing.
with us. Either way, with that bad introduction out of the way, since we haven't done this in a while, let's do some character introductions, starting with like old times. I forgot to get a dice. Starting with Dylan. Remember, Dylan, once you're done with your introductions, please pass it along to the next.
Alright. Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm playing Zuberkaluma Muisi. I am a conjuration wizard who's level 4. He is also a hobgoblin and an anthropologist. And currently, his best friend is being burned alive. Back to you, Ian.
My name is Ian. I'm the level 4 Eater of Chex-Mix, and I'm playing Bloodbeard, Amos Bloodbeard Orst. He's a tiefling. He's a level 1 fighter, level 3 rogue of the swashbuckler variety. And he's just having a gay old time right now. There is Zubloob to his north. He just decapitated a man. Tingle's burning to death. It's a good day. And speaking of Tingle, why don't we go to the man of the hour himself? What's up, Robert?
Well, hey there. My name's Robert, and I'm playing Tingle Rumbletron. He's a gnomish armor artificer, level 4. Got a fancy suit of power armor, very few morals, and is a bit of a squeaky jerk. And he is also currently being burned alive and is unconscious and is suffering a terrible, grievous injury from way back when. So we're going to see if he dies or lives to regret living. And onwards to Toby.
Toby. I play Emilio, the Shadow Kai Drow Circle of Stars Druid. He is supposed to have new art, but I slacked off for the last month and a half, so I'm not done it yet. He is unaware of what is going on with Tingle, but he's about to be aware in like 2 seconds. And he's probably gonna do nothing, I guess. I don't know, he doesn't really like Tingle, so.
Spoiler.
And I will throw it over to Tristan.
Hello, I'm Tristan. I'm playing Clover. I haven't played in a bit. I'm just trying to get into my character. Innocent, naive, halfling. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah, sorry. I can't. Yeah, that's me.
All right.
You gotta pass it off, Tristan.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess it is the Wander.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who hasn't gone. So I'm Gia. I'm playing the Wanderer. Her real name is Valsira. She is a monster slayer ranger. I can't quite remember if she saw what was happening, but I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah, you're right in front of Tingle.
Okay, well then she must have seen it. So yeah, I guess I'm right in the thick of it. Oh, and this is Juno.
The dummy
Yeah.
thick of it.
All right. And I am Parky Park. I will be your dungeon master for this campaign. And since we already got the introductions out of the way, let's just jump right into it.
Alrighty.
Okay. This is where we are at. You all are currently have defeated this band of murderers that seem to have killed people, put them in cages, and haven't really figured out why they did so, but you decided to take care of them because they were obviously doing something nefarious.
We thought that they were murdering a child or
Well, Zubrick saw. Oh my god! I forgot.
We
Alright.
found some dead
The
bodies.
plot thickens.
I remembered something. You mentioned the dead child that Zubrick saw, and yes, Zubrick saw something else in the back of one of the carts with the bodies, and it was something was alive. It was feline-ish looking, maybe all fours, like kind of spiky-ish growth on its back. But either way,
gross.
yes. He couldn't get a good look at it, but this is where we're picking up. Tingle is dying, and right now, right here, there he's dying. Valsir, you don't look so good. Clover's right next to you. Amos, right there, and I believe it is still Amos's turn. Wait, Amos, you just cut off Gladius's head.
Yeah, I think my attack action finished, so I have a bonus action. I think I used like 20. I think I used. Well, I could. Yeah, I think I used like 20 feet of movement.
Okay. Well, are you gonna do anything else? Because this is
I'm gonna use my second wind.
okay. Use your second wind. Heal for 11 points of
Ooh.
damage. And
All
then-
right. And then because I'm not exactly sure if he can move or not, he is just gonna stay right there because he wouldn't really be able to do anything else anyway.
Okay, Emilio, you are around. You are around the corner right now, and you can see there's another source of light over by where the other group of people are fighting. Kind of vaguely, you could see it.
So Emilio is feeling very satisfied with having just healed Zubrick, and then he sees Valsira get up from the floor where she was dying, and he freaks out, runs over to heal her.
And as you do, you notice that there's an additional body on the ground. It's
Yeah,
the
but
whole-
he's gonna notice that after he heals her.
Thank you. Oh.
So he heals up Valsira, turns around, sees Tingle's now dying. Can I use a healing word again? Because it's a bonus action. Oh no, what happened?
How much did you heal me?
6.
Okay. Let me do that and then I'm gonna help clean this up. Okay.
Only one spell a turn, so you wouldn't be able to use it twice.
Welcome
All
back
right.
to roll call. We're going on break. See you after this commercial break.
Electronics down there.
Right.
I can't wait for like Juno to just like hit the thing that just like knocks out power to like 5 blocks around Pete. The stream goes offline. At that point, we just hijack it and just play Among Us.
Among Us today apparently is having a really bad hacking problem where people are hacking their computers through Among Us. Yeah, and they're getting their information and then like doxing the people, so
Oh man.
maybe you don't play Among Us until that's fixed.
I don't play on my computer anyway. They can hack my
They'll
phone.
do it-
What are they
they'll
going
do it
to do?
through your
Steal
phone,
my
too, yeah.
fire ass nudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, spread those around. Help me start my OnlyFans, bitches.
You're the next Kim K.
I didn't realize how out of it I was until I got asked to say what my character's about.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Too. Hi, Leighton. Oh, I let Leighton out because his room smells stinky. And currently, Loki is
Okay.
monitoring
Sorry
the
about
DMC.
that.
Oh, look.
A wonderful D&D stream. Got a cat knocking over my cup of water. Damn. All right. So you healed Valsira, right, Emilio?
Yes, he just healed Valsira, and then he turns around and sees Tingle just cooking.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Just
be
hear
his
the
turn.
sound of bacon on a grill.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, it's cooking. Smells good." He turns around and goes,
Okay. It's Valsira's turn next, so we'll just wait for her. But either way, yeah, that's heartless.
he didn't notice. He didn't see Tingle at first. He saw Valsira, like, really focused in on her.
I mean,
because,
I
of course.
believe you have a decently high passive perception.
Yeah, but he's like aggressively bisexual, so he just saw Valsira was in trouble.
Okay.
Honed in on that.
Too bad you're not fry sexual because Tingle's frying alive.
No, he's a
the audio
vegetarian.
didn't loop.
So.
Okay, what's happening?
It's your turn. You were healed for 6 points when
Mhm.
Amelia came over to heal you before realizing that Tingle is still burning a lot. It is now your turn. What are you doing?
Okay. Thanks, Emilio.
Tingle's still burning alive.
Does anyone have an anti-fire spell? I don't really think I have anything. I could shoot him. I don't think that would help.
I cast arrow into
Alright.
Tingle.
I know what's gonna happen. I can call the feature. Are you done? Please let me know if you're.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'll go over and try to like how big of a fire is this? Like,
Not a fire. His metal
he's
suit
burning.
is glowing hot.
Okay.
Like imagine like a blacksmith has left a poker or a piece of metal in the furnace and it's
Yeah.
glowing like that. It's not disforming, but
Okay.
it's glowing.
Is there any water around? Like a
Uh,
bucket or something?
okay, you're gonna look for a bucket?
There is a
Yeah.
water-based substance to your left.
Also known as
Zoop loop.
Zoop Loop.
Trademark.
So give me a perception check.
Okay.
This will be a bonus.
Nice.
Okay. You notice that you have a water. Deus has a the person that he must just been on. And there seems to be a small amount of water that was gathered in a bucket still left over that you are seeing right around here near.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab the dead person's water skin and my water skin and dump those on him.
Okay. As you hear it bubbles and steam coming off. The spell is continuing. If anything, I'll reduce the damage. Turn.
Anyone else have water?
It is now Clover's turn because that was your act.
I look back to Zubrick. Zubrick, there's something wrong with Tingle's armor. Why is it glowing? How do I get this off? And I'm just gonna use my action to help whoever is going to attempt to get
Okay.
Tingle's armor off.
So you're gonna help with whatever action. You said to help get his armor off.
Yes.
Interesting. Got it. I want to know, Robert, what is the specification of getting your armor?
Let me look. So it is heavy armor, so I think that's like 10 minutes to doff.
10 minutes for heavy armor.
And power armor checking.
I believe it's something if
And
you don't, but I think you're unconscious, so they can still remove it.
The armor continues to be power armor until you doff it, you don another suit of armor, or you die. And here, I'll just link it in chat.
Thank you.
And
it can't be removed against your will. You don't really have a will. You're unconscious.
Oh no.
You don't really have a will though, because you're unconscious. It also expends to cover your entire body and replaces any missing limbs, functions, and leads to a body part. Armor continues to power armor until you die. Got it. So it's still considered heavy armor. Dylan, I believe it's your turn at this point.
All right. God, my roll 20 super leggy. Zubrick's gonna look over towards Clover and go, "What are you talking about?" And make his way down to see what the commotion is.
It's not hard to see. Emitting light.
Oh God. Clover, help me. And I'm gonna start reaching for the certain parts that Tingle's taught me how to take the armor off with.
Okay.
We have to get him out. He's burning.
So, as you guys are going to touch his armor now, you guys will be taking the damage along with. Okay. Valsira has already poured some water onto the armor, allowing it to be cool, so you guys would also take less damage along with him. So, on Tingle's turn, you guys are basically doffing the armor. And because that's the case, Tingle, you're going to take, lucky, 1 point of damage. And that means Dylan and Tristan will also be taking 1 point.
One death save down.
And while that's happening,
or death fail, I should say.
Dylan, not Dylan, Zubrick, you can make me an intelligence check to see if you know how to doff the armor properly, and you get advantage with Clover helping you out.
Just straight intelligence?
Sorry, it's been so long since I played D&D that I forgot all the different checks. Investigation, and then there is history.
Arcana, nature, history.
Arcana.
Yeah.
Let's go with Arcana because his thing is a magical power armor. So, all right, 16. All right. So for every time you succeed, I'm gonna just subtract a bit of time in my head from the 10 minutes total. I'm gonna go by turn. All right. So as you start unhatching the specific buckles and bolts, trying to get it off, your hands are starting to burn. You can only imagine what Tingle would be feeling if he was conscious at this point. It's now Amos, your turn.
Oh, does
There
Tingle
should be
have
a
to make
death
his
roll.
death save
Oh, yes.
also? Yeah. Let's see how
Thank
that
you for-
goes.
Death saving throw. You succeed one, fail one. And I believe I already asked you for a save for your lingering injury take. Don't worry about
Yeah. He already bombed that save.
it.
All right. Bloodbeard is gonna walk around this corner.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then he is going to. Oh God. Is gonna walk over here. He's gonna see that Tingle is burning to death. And he's going to shrug and make a medicine check to try and stay.
Okay, give me a medicine check. 19.
Ignore the advantage. It's a 13.
13.
Whew.
All right.
Still works.
With 13, you if anything, you think of a way to try to. You're trying to think of a way to try to cool him down, cool the body down. The spell's going to continue the metal, but at least try to reduce the amount of heat as much as possible. So, Amos, with the 13, you're going to start basically taking like the dirt, like push away some of the leaves on the forest ground and literally trying to like pile it onto the parts of his armor to at least try to absorb some of the heat, cool him down in some sort of way. So you're trying to take the cool damp dirt and is that it?
Yes, that's really all I can do.
Okay. Emilio, it's your turn.
Really wish I took Create or Destroy Water today. He's gonna move over here, and he's gonna cast Healing Word on poor Tingle. And he's just chastising this unconscious, burning little gnome for having such heavy armor.
All right. Cast Healing Word.
3.
3. Tingle, you heal for 3 points of damage. Your eyes flutter open. You see everyone surrounding you for a moment. You have no idea what's going on. And then the pain sets.
He's gonna use the rest of his turn as an action to just help get that armor off, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna start helping too.
Yeah.
All right. So now it is Valsira, your turn.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
I am out of useful things to do. I don't really have spells and stuff that would be helpful here. So
You could try to get creative.
I guess I could just do a medicine check.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Nope. Never mind. Thought I had. Oops. Didn't mean to show that to everybody. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do medicine.
Oh man.
Ooh,
All right.
Dr. Val.
You know that the longer he stays in this thing while it's burning, obviously it's gonna destroy his body. So getting him out either is the best way or just keeping him alive. They're the sort. The water seemed to help before. You already used up your water skin. You already used up Gladius's water skin.
Okay.
If anything, you could just try to start getting everyone else.
Okay, I'm just gonna take, I guess, Emilio and Clover's water skin. They're closest to me.
Okay. Go grabbing into their packs, pull it out, and start, dumping it on to his. And again, more kind of comes up, which only kind of distracts, but helps keep cool the armor as long as it can while everyone else is trying to take the armor off. Now Clover's turn.
Crushed.
I will be. Tingle, I know you're in a lot of pain. There's not much I can do, but we need to get this armor off, okay? I'll do the best I can, and I'm going to cure wounds you.
Oh my. Oh man.
Okay.
Minimal healing, 7.
Minimum.
Just pause. And Tingle's just gonna wave his hand over his arm where you can see there's little tiny leather straps going up on the sides of his armor that you can maybe pull if you're getting your fingers in there.
Okay.
And with the rest of my turn, I will open up my bag and pull out a healer's kit. And I'll put it onto the ground.
Got it. It is Zubrik's turn.
As Zubrik's trying to take off the armor, he's going to give Emilio death glare for chastising a man who's dying. And he's just going to reach for Tinkle's arm with that instruction and start trying to pull the armor off from there.
Okay. Before you do the roll, I'm gonna make you guys do the roll. You do the roll with advantage, since I believe Emilio and Clover are helping.
I
Except-
can't help this turn, only Amelia.
It depends now on how Tingle rolls on his turn for a con save, because you're burning alive, so trying to stay still is kind of a problem.
Ooh.
Tingle, please make a con save.
Okay. Normal.
Ooh, okay. So you manage to stay still, however, take 8 points of damage, of fire damage. I rolled max roll on 1 dice.
Tingle is back to 2 HP.
Uh,
But as he's burning alive, he's gonna reach down. His mouth is he's gonna bend his head down to his armor and rip out a conduit in front of him, and the fluid's gonna spurt over him as he uses a bonus action to gain 4 temporary hit points.
got it. Now at this
And then
point,
he's gonna spend his action to try and get his armor off, for God's sake.
yeah, Zubrik, you can help. You can roll the Arcana check, basically. Right. So that... Okay, cool. And now it's Amos, your turn. The armor, most of the stuff is coming off, but there's a lot still on that are glowing and still attached to things.
All right. Bloodbeard's kind of looking at his back. He's like, I mean, I've got a water skin I can dump on him, but I don't really have much more liquid on me other than liquid in me. So he's just going to use his action to dump his water skin on Tingle.
Okay.
And try to... He'll consider urinating on him later if it comes down to it.
But by the way,
Desperate times, Tingle.
the 8 points of damage that Tingle took, I forgot to mention, Clover, Zubrik, and Amelia would all take as they are helping, trying to take the armor off. Keep that in mind.
Sorry, how much again?
8. Yeah, you guys are all sharing the fire damage, basically trying to help Tingle take his armor off.
Oh, did Zubrik go down?
Yeah, with that last instruction and leather pull, he passes out.
Oh, well, can I retcon then? Because
Yes,
if Zubrik went
sorry.
down, Amos would probably try to use a medicine check to stabilize him.
Got it.
Or unless he actually no,
There's
Yeah,
a
I'll
healer's
just-
kit on the ground.
I'll use the healer's kit then to use one of the charges on there to just automatically stabilize Zubrik.
Got it. Stabilize Zubrik. It is now only Emilio and Clover assisting Tingle on trying to take off his armor. It is now Emilio, your turn.
I can't believe the one person that actually knew this armor passed out. He is going to actually bring Zubrik back up because I don't think anybody else really knows this armor well. So he's gonna yell at Zubrik to get up and heal him for 6.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead.
And he's
That's
just
good,
gonna
good.
keep trying to take that armor off.
All right, so you're just reaching in there, trying to help. By the way, you haven't taken any damage yet. We keep track of that.
I put it in. I don't know why it didn't go in.
Is now Valsira, your
I feel like I'll die if I try to help get the armor off. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
okay. You're kind of freezing on the spot, not knowing what to do.
Well, actually, no. I'll run back and grab that bucket
Okay.
that you told me about.
Yeah. Back, grab the bucket. I guess you just
Boop, 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 boop.
just pour it down onto
Yeah.
what's called Tingle in his glowing armor. As another batch of steam comes up, you can see some of the parts of the armor have cooled, but they start to glow with a dull red still. Now it is Clover's turn.
I'll be grabbing some of the leather straps on one of his arms and start unbuckling them.
So you're just helping still?
Yeah.
Got it. Zubrik, you awake from consciousness, realizing that the pain from your hands while trying to help Tingle have caused you to pass out, but you hear Emilio yelling at you now. To basically which heals you and gets you back up and going.
He opens his eyes and like gasps for a second, and he gets back up, sees Tingle and sees his hands are burned, and he just pulls out his dagger and starts cutting the straps off.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm going to ask you to give me an Arcana check now, and with advantage. The others are still helping. Attacking. Okay, 17. Good to know. And Tingle, you know where the weak points are, and you've kind of pointed some of these out. And with the dagger, it's gonna be damaging your arm to the point where like you can't just kind of put it back together unless you have the tool. But it's better than burning alive, as you see.
Yep.
As you see Zubrik go in to the place, these delicate places.
Yeah, hack it up, Zubrik, you got this.
All right. And now,
stay with me,
Tingle. It is your turn. I just check one thing with heat metal. When the person takes damage, till the spell ends, bonus action on each of your subsequent. Okay, so we're just basically doing it at the end of the turn. So, Tingle, what are you doing?
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Tingle is going to keep trying to yank his armor off, not even. Just like Zubrik going with a dagger, Tingle is not caring if he's ripping or damaging anything, trying to unstrap it from himself. He's just trying to squirm out of this like a... Was it like you're squeezing a can of dog food and it's just oozing out the top? He's trying to do the same thing to himself.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Give me a con save to see how still you stay. Oh, 10. All right. Now at this point, you're kind of struggling, but everyone's kind of gotten a good hold on you, trying to help you out. Their hands are burning, and all of you that are helping take 5 points of fire damage. And
Tingle has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, and it is now 1. And as you all kind of start wrenching away at his armor, you can see it kind of bend and warp a little. Tingle, you kind of your blistered body, like you down upon your armor, and some of it kind of falls off of you, and you kind of fall out of the armor onto the ground. The armor still sizzling, burning away at some of the leaves by, but you are out of there. You're burned. You're barely alive.
Tingle just starts vomiting on the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you still in the turn order?
No, sorry. As you guys managed to finally get him out of there.
Oh,
I think it'll be funnier if I show this in meme image form.
Zubrik's gonna immediately like stand up and run to the nearest thing, looking for like a blanket to wrap him in.
Okay.
We did.
Trying to find anything clean, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, anything just to get his flesh off the ground.
Yeah, you managed to go grab what's called a blanket, kind of like a that somebody was sleeping in before you guys attacked them. Grab it, come over, wrap him around, and just kind of roll him onto. Tingle, everything hurts. I know you succeeded on the save, but this is pretty extensive burn. So basically, I'm treating it like you have blisters, you know. On top of that other lingering injury that we talked about.
Guys, I don't feel so good.
I'm just happy you got out of there.
It's gonna be alright, Tingle.
I was so scared.
The last like five minutes kind of feel like 2 months. Oh my god, that was the worst.
Save your breath before you pass out again.
He passes out.
God damn it.
All right. So when you pass out, after a little bit, the armor starts to. It's no longer burning. Hot. You guys are kind of in this little clearing of a forest, with a little campfire still going, some of the horses still around, but with a few dead bodies and some carts filled with other dead bodies. Something that Zedric knows. Take it away.
Hey, Amos, could you grab some of the bandages from that kit? I think some of us need to bandage our hands.
Yeah, I can try to find some of these bandages. Amos is just gonna kind of start reading through the kit. If there's any like alcohol for like sterilizing wounds, he'll use a little bit on Tingle's blisters and then just drink the rest of it.
Yeah, there's kind of like a sanitizing salve, kind of, you know.
Oh, desperate times call for desperate measures.
So as you pass the bandages around all of your hands, you guys kind of start wrapping some of your damaged hands with them, knowing that you guys barely managed to kind of figure this out. Is anyone doing anything, taking this respite of a time?
I'm just gonna lay on the ground.
Okay. By the way, it's like 2 a.m. I believe. You guys did this late at night.
Even more reason to lay on the ground.
Okay. Exhausted. You're just on the ground.
Yep.
Got it.
After Zubric's done bandaging his hands and seeing there's not much else he can do to help Tingle at the moment, he's gonna get up, wipe all the sweat off his head, and then go for a walk.
Okay. Which direction are you headed?
Around the Zubloob.
Well, yes. And actually, I'm gonna transition us out of the map as a role-playing thing. So don't worry about the map. So I see where you're headed on the map. Yeah, it's kind of close enough that some of the others can see, especially with the source of campfire light.
That's fine. I'm gonna go slit this trapper's throat.
Okay. You go over. He's already dead. He was bopped over and over
That's
again
okay.
with
Firebolt.
yeah, just desecrate his body a bit more, just out of sheer anger. And you're nearby the trapper, which means you're nearby the cart that you saw the dead child in. With the iron cages and stuff, they look like fresh kills. So now that you're closer, you don't smell the color. They are probably cold at this point, but you know, rot hasn't started.
Is this the same thing that had the beast in it?
Yes. And as you are kind of looking by it, and in the back, you could see over like some of the bodies behind, there's an extra cage. And in the darkness, you can see 2 little glowing dots staring back.
I guess I'll just try talking to it in all the languages I know, seeing if it responds.
Okay. And what are the languages you know? Common, Goblin, Primordial, Gnomish. Alright? You attempt to hail it.
All this for you. And I'll hit the lock with a firebolt, just trying to break it off.
The front lock, right? Like the front cage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know, it takes a few tries. Like you kind of bounce off, but these are kind of shoddy locks. And the third one, ping, the lock cracks, breaks off, and yeah.
You said the bodies were in here, right? The child and the, I think it was elf or something?
Yes, that's the initial, like a older elven man.
Alright, I'll drag the bodies out.
Okay.
Is there anything in here that could, like, assist with Tingle's injuries? Like, any supplies?
You could search the camp, but I'm wondering, while you're dealing with the cart, if anyone...
Bloodbeard is running the pockets of all the dead people.
Okay, interesting. Gonna find...
A scroll of burn heal. Wow.
Find 25 gold pieces, almost all gathered up, and give me a quick investigation check on top of this.
Bloodbeard is very good at those. Oh shit! Wow.
Nice. He is very good.
Find a small pouch with about you find a small pouch with about 60 gold in it. That is also comes with like a note on the inside.
Ooh. What does the note say, Pete?
Basically the note is a small deal that they were to make tonight. Gives a date. I didn't have time to write all this up. Basically, it gives a date, and they were to meet a day's journey out from Særald, not Særald, the Athera, which is where you guys are, and they were supposed to have 7 bodies ready, freshly killed. So that means they couldn't be acquired from graves or, killed days in advance. And they were supposed to meet here for some reason tonight. So it's pretty late in the night, kind of putting 2 and 2 together at this.
Guys, I think we might have a bit of a problem here. Geez, who do I like the most? It's been so long.
I know Amos and Emilio have a big going on.
Yeah.
That's never gonna go away.
Wanderer, look this. I'm getting a spectral call from my alternate realities work. I gotta see what the hell they're. I want to pass the note to Wanderer and also take up defensive perimeter, all pocketing the 85 gold to split amongst people later.
Okay.
What's happening?
You receive a note with the information that I've just said. Basically, that the group of people here was supposed to gather 7 dead bodies recently killed for some reason, and that they were going to meet this nearby location, and people were going to meet them tonight for these bodies.
I think we should leave. Is Ian on the phone?
Yeah, he said he's getting a spectral call from.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, I think we should leave.
Okay.
That's my...
You're letting everyone else know.
Well, that's my statement.
Okay.
Amos.
You.
What?
Are you telling anyone else? Guessing you are.
Well, I want Amos to respond to me, but when he's on the phone, so sorry.
Okay. Well, there goes Ian.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the group and say, hey, apparently a bunch of people were supposed to come and get all these dead bodies, and I feel like we should leave before they come.
Are they supposed to be coming?
Tingle cracks open an eye and just goes,
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I feel like we're barely alive as it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
As you guys are realizing that the case, and Amos have gone to check on the nearby perimeter just to see if anyone's nearby. Zubrick, what are you doing? You can see at this point the others have kind of gathered and are talking about something.
Is this thing in a separate cage in here?
Yes, there's a separate smaller cage in the back, farther back, and basically the cage that you saw is just a cage to, and then there's another cage kept away from the body further back.
Okay, so I have a better picture of this thing. I can see it now.
Yes. You want me to show you what it looks like?
Yeah, boy.
It looks kind of like... I'm going to send you a Discord. Or... kind of looks... Come on, just work with me.
come on.
Where are you showing this?
No, I sent it to Dylan because he's the only one that can see it.
Is it like as big as I think it is? Like that tiny?
It's larger actually. it looks tiny in the picture, but it's about the size of a large dog.
Okay. Is the cage it's in connected to the...
No, it's a separate, entirely separate cage.
Alright, I'm gonna bend over and, like, look into the cage and be like, hey, I'm getting you out of here. Otherwise, this isn't worth my time. I'm gonna try to pick up the cage and drag it out.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
I also toss food in there as well.
Okay, there was some meat.
That's a 4.
Okay, yeah. As you grab some meat and toss it at it, into the cage, it doesn't like it. It kind of, and as you grab the cage, it kind of rears back. You're not sure if it's gonna try to attempt to strike at the fingers. At your fingers.
I will minor conjuration a blanket over this thing so it can't see what's happening.
Okay.
I'll take my curved scimitar, stick it through one of the rings in the cage, stick it through the other side, and start dragging.
Okay. Just to be safe, you kind of like, and dragging it out the back. Eventually, you get to the edge where you kind of have to gently grab the sides and bring it down, but it seems like the blanket's helping.
And I'll yell out for Emilio when Emilio!
What?
So take a look at this.
Alright, Emilio will head on over.
Okay. Knowing that you guys should probably be leaving soon, Emilio, just head over to see what Zurich found. And it seems like a large kind of sizable metal crate, or not a crate, cage that's covered in a tarp right now.
Yeah, it's like one of those pink scratchy blankets.
Is now really the time to be looting? We gotta go.
I'll lift up the front end so you can see into it.
And when you do, Emilio, I'll send it to the Discord actually, so everyone can see it now. You see a creature like that. I'm not gonna show it to chat.
Oh my god.
What is the
I
size?
went to my Discord and the first thing I saw was naked Danny DeVito, and I was like,
Oh no!
It looks like
not like
this.
that.
Here, I
Okay.
think I could show or this.
How big is this thing?
It's about the size of a medium-sized dog, large enough,
Okay, like a
larger
dog
than a
one?
normal cat. Yeah.
he's gonna squint at it and try to figure out what the hell this thing is.
Whatever this thing is, these guys wanted it bad. They killed for it. I'm not gonna leave it in their hands.
But what is it?
As
I'm not sure. That's why I called you over.
it's baring its fangs, it's kind of hissing. It doesn't like.
He's gonna try to calm it down.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
I'll just throw some more rations at it.
I'm going to
Somehow I
restart
did
my
worse than
computer. I'll
Zurich.
stay in call.
What'd you say?
I'm restarting my computer. I'll stay in call though.
Okay. That's gonna screw up. Actually, we could take a quick break right now. Dylan,
Yeah.
Not Dylan. Ian's kind of
Sorry,
out.
I have no idea. Why my
Ian's
computer
currently bleeding to death, so he might need a
dropped
moment.
some stuff.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
we'll take a quick break and we'll come
Bathroom
back.
and first aid.
Bathroom break.
I'm gonna make some too.
By the
Pete, when
way,
we get back, can I make like a nature check or something to see what the hell if I know what this thing is?
yeah. By the
Yes,
way,
Sam.
the straight fucking disappointment I knew you were gonna have, Dylan.
It could have been anything. But now it's cute, so I can't do shit with it.
I knew, because like Dylan was so excited. She was like, "Oh, is it this demon? Is it this demon? Am I gonna have a demon as a pet now?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well.
I was like, "Yeah, sure. Maybe
That's
it
fine.
is."
I still have a pet fiend, and I still have a pet air elemental, so it's fine. Whatever.
We have so many pets.
He's a
Well,
conduit.
yeah.
Well,
Stop getting pets, man. You
technically,
can't.
since the horses are tied down and haven't fled, we have even more pets now.
Technically,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
All right, bathroom break.
You guys have a hoarding problem, but with pets.
Maybe.
There was so much blood from such a tiny little cut.
What did
What
you
happened to
do?
you?
So I stopped out because my night supervisor was calling me asking if she could like cut drinks because there's only 5 of them. But our GM said we can't cut drinks unless there's 4 or less of them. So I was telling her that, and then I was refilling my water cup while I was out in the kitchen, and as I'm getting ready to walk away, Leighton just he was following me around, and I pet him, and then as I walk away, he just claws out and just slashes through my ankle.
Oof.
Like a little Wolverine. And I had to control my urge to punt him out a window, and instead just chased him, scooped him up, and put him back in his room.
That's gonna be Zubrick in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, because check out what you found again. It's in Discord. D&D General, because that's what Zubrick found in the back of the.
I want it.
I keep
I want it so badly.
Clicking the general chat and then seeing Danny DeVito, and I keep forgetting that that's not what we found. I really don't think so.
Yeah, I knew Dylan was gonna be disappointed. He was so excited because I was like, oh,
Well, he can still be a demon. That's cute. Demons can be cute.
I can't tell you this now, guys. Really said, can I do an check to see? But once I figure it out or not, I can tell you as players, and this is not.
Does it have wings?
It's really cute. I kind of want it too.
It's probably worth a pretty penny too.
True.
You can pay for Tingle's medical wounds.
Oh
No, we don't sell the cute
No.
weird cat thing.
I think we could sell Tingle to pay for this cat's kid.
Yeah, I agree. Let's sell Tingle. He's not here. Let's do it now. Well, he's not looking.
I hear him sad meowing now, but I do not care.
Aww.
I had to go I went to go clean it in the bathtub before I put peroxide on it, and literally just globs blood going out. I was like, Jesus, so much blood. Are you playing D&D, Robert?
What?
It's okay. No, I just heard him on the phone. It's okay. I gave Robert's character and 2 other characters the plague in the game I run, in the Salt March game.
Stop giving people the plague. Read the
next?
room, Ian.
Yeah, I know. I rolled for that event. I'm like, oh no.
I have no idea what happened to my computer.
Is it dead?
No, I have absolutely no idea what happened because I was connected to Roll20, I was connected to Twitch, and I was connected to Zoom. None of them I had a problem with, but Discord for some reason disconnected, and I'm like, okay, I can't hear anyone. I tried to open up another tab in Chrome, and it will not connect to the internet. Yet everything that I have previously connected to, Zoom, Roll20, and Twitch, all continued to work.
I have no idea.
I've never had that problem, so I have no idea where to even start.
Nice playing D&D with you guys again.
Oh
is.
yeah.
Hard to get back into the swing of the characters.
Yeah.
Played.
Ooh, I just realized I gotta change my Zoom background
The not dying.
to not molten metal. But hey, if we act fast, our group can grab was it 3 horses and a covered wagon? Ooh, 2 covered wagons, but let's not get greedy.
I was gonna say we could sell Tingle poachers and see what happens.
Well, I mean, how many people did we kill?
Yeah.
Little crusty bastard, they don't know he's a man.
Let's count.
Well,
There's one-
technically, Zubrik can conjure items, so could he conjure some tiny corpses?
a singular tiny glowing corpse.
Little doll-sized corpses.
1, 2,
Buckle my
3,
shoe.
4. It's 5, 6 with the 2 dead elves. Wasn't there another dude over here?
There was the druid, but he bailed.
Yeah, the druid bailed.
There's
I
one
swear
down
there's-
here.
Yeah, there's the
one,
thug down
2,
there.
3.
4, 5 over here. Oh, 6, 7 with the 2 other dead people.
Oh, nice.
Do we really want to do some sort of deal with these people?
No.
Tingle has absolutely no moral compunctions about doing that, but he does have, possibly dying compunctions. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if they say anything, it's like, well, you've got 7 corpses, we've got the money, and whatever business they have is now concluded. I think there's a lesson to be learned here.
No, I think
Unless
it's
it
a bad
is-
idea. We're all dying.
The lesson is don't make deals because then random adventuring parties come out of the woods and kill you. I mean, they have 7 dead bodies.
Yeah?
I don't know if they necessarily wanted adults.
They said 7 fresh bodies.
I guess so.
Yeah, you found 2 in one other cart. I don't know how many there are because none of you guys asked.
Oh man, they got more than 7
We're
bodies.
doubling up on their order.
Yeah, if anything, just write you're welcome. And their blood just chop someone's arm off and just uses a big old paintbrush. You're welcome.
Just give him a fake bank account or something to send the money to in the main city we're heading towards.
Oh, we already got paid.
Yeah.
Walk out of here.
True. Oh, and I remember way back when we were doing this, you were saying, Peter, that the Gladius guide was not in plate armor; it was just the character image.
Yeah, it was just the character image.
Okay.
I could tell you.
Well, that might be necessary because Tingle's armor is broke to cred.
Yeah, I mean, you could fix it. It's mostly the straps that are broken, but
Alrighty.
it is. Oh, it's hide actually.
Okay.
Hide
let's
armor,
see.
and he has a shield.
Alrighty. Cool.
All right, I think we're just waiting on Gia. Fine, we're just waiting.
All good. Doo-doo-doo.
I love cold coffee.
What'd you say?
Cold coffee.
You monster.
I'm with you.
I like iced coffee.
Room. Fine, I got it. Just adjusting after it collapsed.
Okay. All right. Well, we are back. I believe everyone's camera's in the right place. Kristen, connect. Everyone's back. Okay. So you're still in the camp. Emilio, you just saw what Zubrik found, and both of you guys wanted to do a nature check to see. Yes.
Yeah.
Please give me a nature check from both of you.
Nice.
Zubrik, you come from an anthropology background, which is more a study on civilizations. But you've seen many different creatures too. Uh, Emilio, you've read a lot of books and such that were gathered from the surface when you were living underground. Most of them were about these strange creatures that you have, a lot of them which you have kind of seen. But you have not seen something that's exactly like this. But it looks kind of like a cat, from what you can tell. Like, just simply putting the way the eyes are, the ear, big old, has like spines and stuff, which you don't remember that a cat should have. It's a lot bigger than you thought it would be. But it looks like a cat, and it has these like reddish stripes, which most cats probably wouldn't have. But it's a cat of sorts.
He's gonna nod very sagely. He's gonna be like, "It's a cat."
Zubrik, you look at it, it's not a fucking cat. That's not a cat.
I'll look at it. Zubrik looks at Amelia with his cold, tired eyes, puts the blanket back, and just continues dragging it.
So okay. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at animals.
All right, so as you guys kind of gather near the center of, as most of you guys are nearby the center of the campfire, I believe Zubrik is still off checking the perimeter. Not Zubrik, Amos, Bloodbeard. So,
I will say, when I get back, just to note it, I will give everyone, some of you begrudgingly, 14.
okay, so before you get back though, you hear heavy footsteps kind of in the distance. They sound familiar. You've definitely heard these footsteps. They're metallic and crunching through the branches, the leaves that have fallen.
It's a footy sound.
Do
A very footy sound.
do you want to stick around to see if you could catch them while hiding, or do you want to go back and
Bloodbeard is...
or something else you think of?
No, Bloodbeard's gonna go back to the others.
Okay, you rush back.
Yes.
Okay, without trying to guess who they are, but you did hear multiple footsteps. They're quite loud.
Yeah.
As you rush back quietly, you see that everyone's kind of surrounded this box at this point. All of you would have seen. And if anything, Emilio, I'm guessing you're just like adamant that the cat.
It's a cat. I don't know what everybody wants from me.
All of you looking at it, it's not a cat. This is much bigger than a cat, and it has spines kind of jutting from its back and its sides. Big.
Maybe it's a different kind of breed of cat.
I don't know. Most cats don't have bony spines like that.
Well, I don't know.
It's a nature check to figure out what it is.
Yes, but yeah, you could roll.
I just want to eyeball it real fast. That's definitely a cat.
See, thank you.
At this point, as you guys are arguing, nearby you hear in the distance, Amos, you would hear them still approaching.
We people coming. It sounds familiar. I don't know why. Maybe it's armored giants. I don't know. I don't know who it would be. It was 5 minutes, 2 months. Anyway, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Gonna rush over, drag his armor, and throw it into this cart, and try and start tying up a horse to it.
Okay.
Bloodbeard's like, I'm going to do the sneaky way back to camp. Maybe figure out who it is on the way.
Okay.
Emilio's gonna pass without a trace for the people that remain with.
All right. So Tingle, you're in pain. You're in a lot of pain.
Yeah, Tingle is not doing good, but he's trying to.
You're-
He can barely carry his armor. It's so heavy.
You literally can barely carry your armor and drag it through. You want to try to attempt to tie a horse to the cart and take it.
Someone help me with this.
Yeah, I'll carry that for you, Tingle. Don't worry about it. Just get back to camp, okay?
Okay.
Tingle start dragging himself to camp.
Okay. So Clover, you take the armor. You're leaving. I believe. Who's taking this cat? Apparently.
Okay. Zubrik, what are you gonna do with this cat?
I'm gonna sell it. It's not worth our time for us to come here, get murdered, and then leave with nothing.
But if we don't even know what it is, how can we sell it? How do we know its value?
It's clearly rare. Literally 7 people, one of them being a druid, the other being a ranger, and myself, don't know what it is.
Well, I haven't actually done a nature check. Let me see if I do know.
No
It's a
idea.
cat!
It's definitely a cat.
Clearly, it's beyond our expertise.
It's half and half. Half believe it's a cat, the other half don't.
I mean, look at it. But it does seem like a pretty dangerous cat. And
It's in a cage.
are you gonna take care of it? Are you gonna
Until I
change its
sell
litter?
it.
Listen,
There's
I'll
no
feed
litter.
it. I'll change the litter box. Just figure this out somewhere else.
I'm gonna drag it to that cart Tingle was trying to set up and toss it in the cart, and then try to set up some horses.
There's not enough room in that cart. It's caged still like the other one, so if you want, you could try to break the thing, but at this point, both of you could start hearing the footsteps very nearby.
I'm just gonna go into the woods, just like go hide.
Okay. But are
You
you,
could tie the cart or the cage with the animal to the horse. Try to drag it that way.
All right,
What a
we'll do-
great stealthy escape.
I mean, you guys can at least try to take the horse. The horses are
I
easy
want
enough
this
to take,
fucking cat.
but you could. Okay. I just want to know how Zuber, because Elsia already left.
Bye.
I want to know if this cage is a little bit bigger than the size of a medium dog. Is
Yeah,
there
it-
not a single cart besides the one that it was in that it fits on?
I mean, there are 2 carts here. One's completely full, and the other one isn't really set up because it's partially set up with tent. So, and it's
So I would just have to move a box or 2 off the cart to put it on, is what you're saying.
no, like it's pitched with the tent, the one over here, and it's closer to the sound. Try. Someone,
But not the cart over here.
no, because that's the one filled with mostly bodies. Like there's 5 bodies in there, and
That's what I'm saying. I can't move the bodies and put the cart on.
it's locked like the one that you found.
All right, I'm tying this cat cage to a horse and giggity going.
Got it. You take the horse, leaving. So now the only person left is Bloodbeard. Bloodbeard, you went and hid, right? What's your stealth check?
Yeah. I need to make mine. Yeah, Bloodbeard. He's gonna hide a little bit out of camp.
Yeah.
Wow, not great. That's a 6.
Okay.
I'm very sneaky.
All right.
Keep rolling 6s and
So
9s.
it's okay. I can run really fast.
All right. So you think you're hidden. You hide behind a few trees and a few bushes. You're ready. Got this. As you're waiting, the footsteps come near, closer and closer, and you realize you're a little close to the footsteps. These heavy metal footsteps. You realize you were thinking that they would be attached to bigger beings, but no, they're attached to beings maybe a little bigger than
Oh, you son of a bitch. I know what they are now.
yeah, a little bigger than Tingle. They are red caps than before. They're massive metal boots crunching through the floor. There's 3. I'm gonna roll to see if they have noticed.
Hmm.
You just get exploded by some red caps while you're trying
Dude,
to hide.
listen, I can pull 90 feet around. Those little fat fucks won't be able to catch me.
One of them is like, dun, dun. Goddamn. It comes over to where you're hiding in the bush. You hear a trickle very close to you. There's
Only
something
Bloodbeard
warm.
is catch-
There's something warm on your lip.
Ew.
Bloodbeard tries to conceal his raging boner.
Hmm.
All right. After a little bit, seems like you finished. They go over, they inspect the place, but it seems like they're confused at why there are more dead. If anything, they're more annoyed they didn't get to kill them themselves. At this point, you hear them talk amongst themselves on what to do, and they grab one of the horses, tie it up to the cart, and leaves. The other two start grabbing the body, hurling them, relatively fresh, onto the other cart, and you could see there's something invisible kind of grasps onto the back of the cart, kind of shoves it along. Quite large, faint, but it's invisible and you can't exactly tell what it is. And they start leaving the direction that they came, still complaining that they didn't get to kill these people back in the process.
Cool. Bloodbeard's gonna make his way back to party camp.
I rolled 2 natural ones and a 4, so
Very nice.
yeah, didn't happen. That would have been real deadly.
I would have.
Now you can take everything from the camp.
I would have just fucking ran. Yeah. If there's, I guess if there's anything left over of value, Bloodbeard will loot it.
Okay. You could pick through it. Find like no supplies mostly. I will say you do find an interesting trap glyph that you can gate onto casting this, and it basically acts like a cordon of arrows.
Ooh. Cool. Interesting. Trap glyph. All right. Well, I would say, and all the horses and stuff have been taken.
Yes. Basically,
Cool.
one was taken by Zubrick. There is a cart left, but it's you can attempt to take it, but there isn't a horn.
Nah. Bloodbeard will just use. He'll. Oh shit! I guess he will use his thaumaturgy to dim the campfire, and then piss on it to put it out, because only you can stop forest fires. And then he will head back to the rest of the group.
Got it. By the way, I was surprised you didn't guess what the metal boots thanking were.
I honestly forgot that we fought red caps in this game.
Got it.
I know that was the first thing you drop kicked somebody.
I drop kicked. So I believe I drop kicked Valsira with red cap.
Yes.
Right. As you get back to the camp, everyone's back there. So Tingle, your body stinging, it aches. You're covered in blisters.
The worst pain I've ever been in.
Basically, you're gonna need to heal a certain point to heal them. It's not like a lingering tree, it's like a separate additional thing just to kind of make it feel. But otherwise, you're gonna be affected by. I'll choose if it's just blisters or not later, but I believe combat isn't unless
You know us.
That's what I like to hear.
sometimes it happens. You know, you guys have done it stuff where it's like, really, all right, combat, I guess. So, you guys are back at your camp. It can't believe this all started. Tingle turning into a werewolf, and now Tingle's covered in blisters.
Hey, Zubrick. Do you know prestidigitation?
No, that's Tingles.
Bloodbeard.
Hey, can you prestidigitate this red cat piss off my foot, please?
What did you get up to while we were gone?
I got up to some kinky shit, my friend. No, the group right here, they were red caps. They had something big and invisible with them. I'm actually really glad we didn't tangle with them. They pissed in the bush I
I'm
was
not a
in.
fan of invisible things trying to kill us.
Tingle will walk over and instead of using his fancy armor, he's going to pull out his tinker tools, and you see him just grinding away with a mortar and pestle for a second, and then he tips this powder into his hand and just blows it on your leg, and you feel the lingering wetness and stench go away.
Brought me back to a bender. Thank you.
You guys saved my life, so like that's literally the least I could do.
You should get rest though.
If Bloodbeard
yeah,
didn't hand out the
terrible
money
pain.
yet, he would hand it out at this point.
Okay, so everyone will get 14 gold pieces.
Woo.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
There is a few new addition to your camp now. Horse and a metal cage that covered with a top.
So what are we gonna name it? I'm voting Murder Cat.
I mean, it
very
hasn't murdered,
catchy.
so. How about cat?
Cat.
Pretty
Hasn't murdered
sick.
yet.
Well, it's a spiky kitty, so maybe it's Spitty.
If we're gonna sell it, I don't think we
terrible
can
at
name
coming
it.
up with names. Spitty.
There's no point in naming it if we're gonna sell it.
Why are we
I
saying
mean,
that?
are we gonna sell it? I don't think we voted on this yet.
Can any of you train it? You don't even know what it is.
Exactly. So, can we just let it go?
You don't train cats. They're not. They're like domesticated, but not really.
It's not a cat. I don't know how many times I can say this.
Hey, who's the expert on animals here?
Clearly not any of you.
As you guys are bickering, you could see there's like a paw that, like a shape of a paw clawing at the tarp above it, and eventually, like it's like dragging the tarp off of it.
Emilio's gonna go pull off the tarp.
Seems like the cat's relatively calmer now, but wary. Big old eye staring at you guys.
Now that Tingle's got a chance to actually not be fleeing or for his life, can he take a second to look at this creature and see if he
Yes.
knows what it is?
Give me a nature check.
But first, he pulls out his tinker tools and casts guidance on himself.
Okay.
Nature. Ooh, not terrible.
16. It's not a cat.
I mean, if you guys want to call it a cat, you can, but it's not.
It's clearly a cat. It's got triangle ears and big eyes, and
With
It's
Whiskers?
clearly a cat.
it looks
It's got exposed bone, and it's not dying from that.
it's a kind of breed of cat.
Breeds of cats don't have thorny bone bits coming out of their skin.
Right.
I
So
mean,
maybe
you
it's
don't know
not
that.
like a cat in the traditional sense, but we don't know what it is anyway, so we might as well just call it a cat for now.
I don't know. Maybe it's something like one of those monstrosities, like owl bears. You wouldn't call it an owl, but it looks like an owl face. So I don't know. Maybe it's like a bone cat, and it's more
Bone
bone than cat.
I've got an idea. It's a question that none of us know the answer to, and the only way is to guess, so Emilio can use their cards.
Okay.
This is very true. You guys got a question?
Is it a cat?
That's I don't know what kind of question you asked. No answer.
why is that so good though?
Can your
We
cards
need to
answer
consult the
questions like
universe.
that?
Can you garner what type of creature it is?
Maybe we can find out if it's dangerous or if we should let it go.
Oh,
Or
also, the shock's wearing off. Tingle, what the fuck are you doing? You're not wearing any clothes. Your skin is burnt to a crisp. You've been touching up on
Well-
everything.
Yeah, the thin layer of clothing that you usually have between armor and your most of it has burned off, so you're basically like kind of naked.
Well, none of you guys were mentioning it, so I just wasn't going to bring that up, but okay, bye.
Tingle's gonna go into a tent.
Seemed rude to bring it
Yeah,
up
this-
after what he's been through.
Yeah.
I'll follow after him, grumbling.
Thanks for saving my life, everybody.
You're welcome.
So yeah, once Zubrick leaves, why does Zubrick want to sell this thing? Why can't we just let it go?
Wait,
I don't know.
why can't we raise it as our own?
I think we
Well-
should. Emilio's already like shuffling his deck.
Well, here are some potential problems with all of the options. A, we don't know if it was wild and can survive in the wild, so it is an issue to just let it go. B, we don't know if it is a domestic animal. If it is, we could raise it, but if it's not, we can't. So we don't know if it can survive either way. Well,
Well, if it's a feral cat, I'm sure we can find out a way to raise it.
I mean,
Also,
there's a difference between feral and wild.
we're also going
What
to
is
a
the
city.
difference?
A wild animal will try to kill us, whereas a feral animal will just not like us.
I don't know enough about wild and feral animals to dispute that, so okay.
It's the difference between
Another question for the cards.
it's the
What's
difference
the difference
between
wild and feral?
it's the difference between a cat you would just find on the street who just lives on the street and an animal you would see in the zoo.
What is a zoo?
You know, where you go look at animals and it's like an animal museum.
Oh, I kind
That
of.
sounds awful.
I mean,
I
I used
like-
to do that at my old home, but you know, they're kind of outside.
Right. Do zoos not exist in this universe?
Clover, real quick.
Yeah.
Give me a history check at the mention. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
You
go.
you actually remember there's a grove that is nearby where you up that has all these different kinds of animals. Go and be and learn. And there are people there to teach you. Thing is, some they would say outside of this area, if you see animals like this, you approach it. They're very dangerous. But in the area was acted very tame, normal, friendly even. So you kind of understand of that, but they were never kept in cages or in a place and so I mean you understand the concept, but it was a different scenario.
No, I'll bring that up with everyone. Yeah, we kind of had a. I don't know if you call it a zoo, but something like that back at home. You know, you could pet bears. You know, learn
Yeah.
about them.
And that's not normally what you do with a bear.
I mean, I'd only do it there. But we are going to the city. Do you think someone there might know more than us about this thing?
Probably.
Impossible.
Would you like to see if the cards will tell us anything about this?
Yes, he is. I'm gonna do a 3-draw.
Okay. Everyone. Show. Okay. While you guys think of the actual question, I didn't think we were going.
I mean, I thought of the question. It's gonna take me time to actually read it, so you can pull up
Okay.
the cards at least.
It's the camera that are wrong because you have to reconnect. So
You
fix them.
dirtbag.
I know.
How
I'm
dare
sorry.
you?
Sorry, I don't mean to like sound like I'm throwing you under the bus. I'm just saying I need to fix it. I don't have
Peter,
any-
you can't throw him under the bus when you're driving. It's silly.
Done. Damn it, I moved it. Oh. I hate this. Kind of funky. Alright, that's good enough.
Funky.
And here is the
Funky fresh.
transition.
Read the cards. Read the cards.
Is it a cat?
Alright. Is it a cat? No. He's gonna, like, he keeps the question in his mind, and it's kind of like, is this something we should be dealing with? Or, like, keep it? What would happen if we kept it, kind of thing?
What's the question again?
What happens if they keep the cat?
What
Because
happens?
it's like, it's a 3-card draw, so.
Okay. First card
Death, death, death.
is
That does not mean death.
7 of cards upside down. Second card is the Chariot upside down. Third card is 5 of Swords right side up.
All right, everybody else talk while I repeat.
You
Oh.
pull out a little pamphlet. You're like, yes.
There's some sphinxes on the chariots, so those are kind of like cats.
Yeah.
True. Well,
So this is Clover's understanding of the cards. You see, there's 7 cups in the first one, and there's like little things in each cup. This creature is one of them. It's one of 7 types of creatures. Okay.
that makes sense.
So
And
here's
there's a
Catch them all.
we gotta get
And then we see in the second one, there's 2 cats. It has a brother somewhere, or a sister. We need to find it. And then the last one, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's alluding that we need to fight something to find it. But basically, this creature's alone right now, and it's trying to look for its partner.
You have such an interesting way of reading cards, Clover.
This creature needs our help.
Okay, Emilio, do you concur with that evaluation?
No, I do not. But it's a nice effort.
By the way, when you're laying out the cards, it's kind of close enough to that this creature cat trying to touch the cards. It's just out of reach though. You can see its big claws just break at the ground a bit.
I'll pull a flower from my hair and just put it
It grabs it.
where its paw is.
Yeah, when you kind of put it near it, like instantly kind of bats at it.
Seems like a cat to me.
So I know people like to keep dogs as pets. Is a cat a thing that people like to keep as pets as well?
Yeah, not this kind of cat so much, but yes. A cat can be a good pet.
This is the worst reading I've ever done. I'm
Go
on
for
the
it.
last card, but just wait 1 second.
All right.
Wow, okay, incredible. So this was basically useless because
no.
it basically told us that we have been presented a lot of different opportunities and that we should just think about it.
So, reply, Hazy, try again. Oh.
So, it's basically telling us that it's up to us to make that decision. It doesn't really have a clear way of going one way or the other. I don't really like this reading, so I'm just gonna go off into a corner and cast Augury with
Okay. Can you click on Augury so I know what it's exactly?
Yes.
Been a while. That's the cat, if anyone they're dealing with. Okay, Augury from your star map, casting Liberalling. Skill for bad results and wolf. Good and bad.
The question he is asking is if they should keep the cat thing.
Wheel and wool. Because Peter's an asshole.
Actually, I was thinking about doing that just to fuck with you guys. I'll say
Alright, after a few minutes, we'll go back to Clover and Valsira. He's like, we're keeping the cat!
Okay.
Start thinking about names.
Have you talked to Zubrik about this? Because Zubrik was pretty set on selling the cat.
Yeah, well, we outnumber him. Yeah.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna take this lightly.
That's okay, I'll deal with it when we come to it.
Okay.
Okay. So, it's extremely late. Are you guys attempting to get some form?
I am. I need to heal. Can I
like
count it
it
as a long
specific.
rest or is it just a short rest of
It's gonna
healing?
be a short rest at this point.
Damn.
Oh no.
Zubrik's gonna stay awake the whole night just watching Tingle.
So, I know you got most of you guys that keep.
Yes.
I'm wondering, are you guys gonna keep it
Ouch.
at the cage throughout the night?
Yeah,
for
for
the night,
now.
yes.
Or for
If
the
no one notice, if no one's like actually like up and about, I will 100% try to open up the cage.
Okay.
We're just gonna find a mangled Clover's body in the
So
Maybe.
open. So like everyone's just attempting to take a short rest, but like it's late. You're probably gonna be falling asleep and before the sun rises. So as you do that, Clover, you're gonna go over there and try to open the thing.
I'm first gonna like see if it's like a playful animal.
Well, do you have? You can make an animal handling check.
Oh, I'm so good at that.
Okay. As you kind of approach it, it does back up in its cage a bit when it sees you approaching. But then as you kind of like stick your hand out, it does approach your hand.
Okay.
And then doesn't seem to claw at it. The
I'll-
cage is a simple kind of like latch. It doesn't lock.
I'll open up the latch, and then I'll see if I'm allowed to pet it, and if it allows me, then I'll pick it up, and then I'll just start like, not swaddling it, but I'll be like, you know,
It's
like a person holding a cat.
by the way, it's a big cat. So imagine this cat the size of like a lab, I would say.
So the same size as me.
Yeah, it's about the size of you, so it's kind of terrifying. In the
It's
long
fine like this.
Okay, so you open up the cage.
I trust it more than it trusts me.
Can you give me? I want intimidation roll, not to see if you're intimidating it, just to see how it.
Oh.
As you open the cage, gonna back up. It. Make a strength. Okay. It basically darts out of the cage, jumps on you, like pouncing on you. But it's more playful. Like claws aren't out. You could feel them, but digging in.
Yeah.
As it kind of pounces, pushes you, and kind of backs up, and then sees the others, and then kind of backs up.
I'm like, oh, what did I do with Cookie? Oh yeah, we played fetch. And I'd grab a stick and throw it, see if it's playful, and then
It runs towards it. And it just looks.
oh,
It comes back without the stick.
I'll play for it for probably an hour or two until I pass out, and then not put it back in the cage because I forget.
All right.
Hmm.
If that's the case, got it. Next morning, when most of you guys have gotten the little bit of sleep, it's a short rest. When you're up and about, you guys realize cage is open. Clover's kind of nearby. There is no cat.
Egads! It has opposable thumbs!
No, it's invisible! Everyone look out for it!
Clover,
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the commotion?
did you let the cat out?
Oh yeah, I was playing with him last night.
And where is he now?
Well, I was going to bed and it was like sitting beside me. I was assuming it was tired as well, so I'm like, oh, we'll just sleep together, and then it's not here.
Yeah, cats don't really just stick around if they don't know well.
Oh, but we're having so much fun. And I pick up like the stick, and I'm like, we're playing fetch, but it wasn't really fetch. It was kind of like it followed the stick, and then I had to go get the stick.
Yeah, that's kind of how they are.
Maybe I throw it, it'll come back, and I just throw it into the bush.
Okay, you throw it into the bush. You see it jump after it from the nearby bush. It was actually it.
Oh, whoa! I thought we were losing the
Guys,
cat. and
it's
I was-
loose.
It's fine.
All right, I'll go over to it and do and handle it.
Okay. You go over to it, kind of calling over for it. It doesn't seem interested. It kind of backs itself for bush, staring at you.
I will pull out a ration that might interest it, like meat.
Something meat-like.
Yeah, meat chunk.
Okay, give me an animal handling check with advantage then.
Cool.
Uh,
What a waste of meat.
it bats at your ration.
Well, the cat's gone, everybody. I'm just gonna walk away. Someone else try.
Alright.
I mean, all you have to do is throw a stick, and it'll pounce it.
Okay, do it.
I throw another stick.
It pounces at it.
Okay. Clover's cat.
But is it a cat?
Maybe if you get friendly enough with it, you can ride it. I mean, it's pretty big.
I wouldn't risk it.
I kind of like the idea of our halfling cleric riding into battle on a giant cat.
That would be extremely cute. Not sure the cat would like it.
But how do you put a stick on a stick? I can picture like a carrot on a stick, but a stick on a stick seems kind of
I feel like you just get
redundant.
more stick.
Get like a quiver of sticks and you just throw them ahead.
Well, I think if you tie a stick to a stick, then it's a stick on a stick.
Once if I tie like the stick to a rope and just run.
We
So
just
many
cover you in
options.
sticks and have you run really fast.
Well,
Could
those are all
work.
good options, but they don't put the cat back in the cage.
Maybe throw the stick in the cage?
There you go.
I mean, does it need to be in a cage? Seems
Yes.
like it'll just follow us.
When we get to town, he will be. Otherwise, they'll think he's like a monster, because I know I did. I mean, he's still not actually a cat, but if you guys want to roll that way, so, yeah, whatever.
Fine. I grab part of a ration, throw it into the cage, and then throw the stick in the cage.
Okay. It actually goes into the cage.
Clover's the cat whisperer.
I just
Okay.
lean into the cage. Don't worry, I'll let you out soon.
Seems content with the ration right now. As you all load up the cart, right?
Oh, I was gonna say, can't Emilio talk to animals? Didn't he do that a while back? Or did they do that a while back with that bird?
He is currently passed out right now.
I can talk to animals, I just remembered because of your great reminder.
Oh, awesome.
I guess I can ask the cat what he is. Alright. I will talk to the cat. Do I have to do anything else?
No, you cast a spell, speak with animals, and start
Yeah.
trying to converse with the creature.
Hello, sir or ma'am? Did we check?
As you talk to it, it's busy.
Okay. It won't respond because it's eating?
I mean, it's still eating. You could ask it whatever.
Okay. Hello, friend.
It looks at you.
What is your name?
What's name?
What are you? What do you like to do?
I like to hunt.
Do you live with people?
As people.
Do you live with the two-legged animals? And I gesture to all of us.
I am far from home.
Where is home?
Far.
What is home? A forest?
Home. Harsh. Full of prey. Across big water.
Okay. Do you like us?
Don't hurt me.
Did other people hurt you?
Yes.
That's not good. What do you hunt?
Small creature.
So hard.
I know, it's hard for me. I'm trying to like.
Yeah, it was
talk.
easier when you just talk to a dog or
I
something.
know. It's,
Um,
but like this is a wild creature, so
yeah,
I
they
know
don't
how to.
they don't understand
Yeah,
human.
they would understand less even.
What do you want to do?
A1. Home.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn to everyone else. Any specific questions?
By the way, all you guys heard was like animal noises coming from.
Meow 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 meow.
He doesn't know he doesn't know what a name is or what he is. He just is. It sounds like he's a wild animal, and he doesn't seem to be interested in living with people. He just wants to go hunting again. He said that his home is a rocky place that's very far, with many small creatures, over an ocean. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. So
I have no idea where that is.
yeah, I kind of feel like we should.
There's a lot of ocean around us, so that's pretty like big.
Does that
Really?
ring any bells to Bloodbeard?
Actually, give me a history. And which side? West Sea or the East? Mostly.
Which is the one that has the crazy currents?
Both.
Oh, both have the crazy currents?
They both
The
have.
Seven Seas.
Oh, let's roll a d2. One is west, two is east. The Western Sea.
Western Sea. Got it. Since it is the sea, with the history check, I mean, you've heard many stories of many, from adventurers to explorers or pirates brave enough to go out along the currents and brave them and attempt to make it back. Heard legends. Heard of a place where of apparently an island, deep civilization get to. Also heard of an island with massive creatures that might be on land and like in the mainland, but are much bigger. Either scaly. Ah, man. In a fantastical way. Like creatures, some creatures as big as dragons. Don't breathe.
Like Jurassic Park?
Yeah, kinda.
Hmm.
In a player sense, yeah. You've heard stories. There
Is
are
this a dinosaur cat?
The old dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
Well, I feel like I've heard of an island out in the Western Sea that has big creatures, some kind of like dragons, but without the whole fire-breathing parts. Some of those creatures are here on the mainland, but bigger. This is like a cat, but bigger. Maybe he's from the Western Sea.
Okay.
So you're saying we have to go there?
Let me talk to the cat.
Okay.
So I will ask. So in your home, are there many big creatures?
Sorry, I see the email on Zoom.
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Okay. There are many large creatures,
Yes.
but we sometimes want them to.
In a group?
Yes.
Okay. So he says that there are many large creatures in his home, so that seems like it could be it. Any other questions for the cat?
I'll ask the cat if he knows of any stone buildings or just not natural stone on his island.
Okay. On your island, are there any creatures like us?
No.
Are there any buildings made by creatures like us?
What's building?
Okay, never mind. Tingle, he says, what is a building? So, no?
Oh, just ask him if there's any rocks that are shaped like squares anywhere.
Okay. I don't think you'll know what a square is, but...
Tingle prestidigitate a square stone block into his hand that's very tiny.
Okay. Are there
Just
things...
like this, but way bigger.
Okay. In your home, is there a thing like this, but very big?
I'm rolling an intelligence check.
If it rolls a 1, it gets to re-roll it.
Oh my god. Okay.
My unlucky senses are tingling.
Thank you, bountiful luck.
It went from a 1 to 17.
Ooh.
Okay.
Smart cat.
So that is still a -4. That's a 13. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Big weird rocks.
Big weird rocks.
Hey, Zubra, guess what I just learned?
You still passed out in this tent.
Well, okay, because we could make a ton of money if that place, those ruins, because I think they're ruins, I mean, they could just be someone's shed, but it's probably ruins. If those ruins aren't actually listed officially in the Archaeological Society's records, they might be, like, really untouched, and that's a lot of money.
Okay. I guess that's good. Any other questions for the cat? I think the spell's gonna wear off pretty soon.
Ask it what it wants us to call it.
What should we call you?
You don't know.
I am Valsira. You are...
And then the spell wears off.
Damn it. Yeah, so this cat doesn't understand the concept of names. I've tried a few different ways.
I still like Murder Cat, personally.
I mean, it is growing on me.
It's a little long, but I guess it's okay.
I'm just gonna abbreviate it to cat.
Cat.
M-Cat.
Okay, so...
To be my cat.
So we have a cat with no name, and we don't know what kind of cat it is, but we do know that it lives in a rocky place with a ruin and big animals.
At this point, you guys would hear a familiar voice calling from the road. It's Zorhan. He seems to have approached you guys with his caravan already, packed and ready to go, and he's shouting for y'all getting ready. We're gonna be leaving for Athera now. So,
Okay.
final stretch of the journey to the big city.
That's good to hear.
Well, that's very nice to know.
Okay.
And
Let's go.
Zubrik, we gotta get up.
You hear the sound of like, and he exits the tent, and there's 2 cats following him. I found
Oh.
pictures while I was waiting. 1 second.
Hello, little cats.
Yellow.
They're just
Where'd you
projecting.
get those,
That's
Zubrik?
1,
Oh, they look so sophisticated.
and that's the other.
Okay, so they're quite large cats themselves too.
Savannah
Yes.
cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're large cats. This cat would probably outsize it slightly.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's why there's 2.
No, as you guys pack up your cart and you have an extra horse that somebody could ride, you guys.
Well, we didn't have a horse to pull our old cart, so we could just have it pull that one.
I thought you did.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Okay. All right. So you guys, as Zorhan asked you where you guys got the horse, but
Forced.
all right, fine.
Let's go.
Doesn't
Yeah, we
matter.
also found this cat in the forest.
And you guys head off. You guys are tired, exhausted, but this should be the last day of travel. As you all are making your way further north, this kind of denser forest opens up to a sparse plain. You could see that for quite a distance, that there's almost but as you guys are approaching the city towards the end of the day, you can see massive way in the distance, but much closer along the road, approaching in the same direction as you, there are a few individuals walking in the same direction. It
Man,
is-
those walls are huge.
Yeah, you see that there are 3 individuals surrounded by 6 heavily armed, fully knighted people, or humanoids. Can't tell what's underneath. They're walking. There's some different air about them. Other than the heavy night presence, they're dressed very strangely. And as you're walking past Zubrik and Tingle, you may both make a hit.
Well, let's see if I can find a scroll with information about this. Nope.
As
Printer jam.
Okay, Zubrik, as you're walking, as you're riding the cart past, the road here is quite wide. There's many people coming and going from the city, so the path here is wide. And not only that, it's grassy plains, so it's not disturbing. No, it's not like it's safe roads, basically. And as you're walking past them, you catch a glimpse of the individual in the middle that are flanked by what looks like a tiefling and a very pale young lady. This individual in the middle, though, there's no way. You took a quick glance, then looked towards the wall, and then you're like, no, that couldn't be the person. You've seen the image of this person painted in murals in the big city of in the Principality of Nasera before?
What does this person look like?
This is for Zoom.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. When you turn back to look at him, they're not even paying attention to you. They're like walking without a care in the world. This person in the middle has darker tan skin, slightly pointed ears, gray eyes, jet black hair with a streak of white, and a thin but fit frame. Stands about 5'10", and is mostly and is wearing a mostly open, like very open, pale purple silken robe with stars stitched across basically the robe itself. He's wearing numerous precious metal bands, bracelets, chains that adorn his arms, wrists, and hips, with a curved horn crown that floats gently around his head like a partial halo. You're sure this person is Prince Nasser. The ageless prince himself is walking towards Athera.
I'll just kind of out loud just say, "Is that Prince Nasser?" That way everyone hears me.
Okay. Like quiet enough
What's a prince?
that the others don't. I'm guessing like the others.
Yeah, just like the people around me.
Okay.
Not like the people coming.
Would Tingle recognize that name?
Absolutely. Prince Nasser is known as the Ageless Prince. You would also know this person as the Knowledge Keeper, or the Keeper of Knowledge. This individual is the ruler, technically, and has been the ruler of the entire history of the Principality of Nasera. Power has never shifted from the person ever.
Is he good looking or just ageless?
Oh, absolutely. Stunningly beautiful.
Go on. Okay,
Guys, I don't mean to be like putting restrictions on anybody, but if you mess with him, you're probably gonna spend the rest of your life in jail, or if not, just summarily executed. So don't do that.
I mean, why would I mess with him?
As you look,
Well, not you, more specifically Bloodbeard and Clover. Just kind of ignore him. Don't go near him or do anything or say anything towards him.
Dubrick,
Okay.
you since you've noticed him, you've also seeing that he's flanked by two other individuals. You just take a quick glance, hoping to find out maybe like who they are, and I'm gonna tell you the description of how they look. Can you just roll me a history check with advantage
All right.
for these two people?
Do you mind like copy pasting the description, because you said like 60 things in 4 seconds?
Oh, okay, sorry. I will.
A very crispy man.
Okay. The other beside him, standing to his right, he is thin, tall, with a sharp, scrutinizing face, with a thin, round spectacles in front of his almost entirely black eyes. He has bluish purple skin, long, straight silver hair, and slender horns that spiral up and slightly back. He is dressed in an impeccably neat 3-buttoned light blue suit and seems to be in his mid-40s. With that history check, you're sure this is the man known as the Tactician, the right-hand individual to Prince Nasser. And the final individual that you see to the left of the prince is a young, extremely pale lady dressed in a full black and maroon Victorian dress with white accents. He is the shortest among them and stands maybe 5'2", with dark red eyes and auburn hair. Other than that, they are surrounded by the six fully armed knights.
What race is the lady?
She looks human,
But with weird eyes.
very, very pale too, and I mean like unnaturally pale.
Can you send those descriptions too?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Is it that you guys can't hear me properly, or is it I'm just going through it too quick?
Well,
I'm a visual
when you
learner, personally.
What?
when you say
I'm a
you go-
visual learner. Personally.
you
I'm sorry,
name
I'm
off.
sorry.
That's okay. You name off the traits super fast.
Oh,
Then
okay,
you
sorry.
pause for like 3 seconds, take a huge breath, then you keep going. You literally just sent me like 2 paragraphs,
Yeah, sorry.
but said it in 10 seconds.
I could read them again if you guys like.
Can
Okay.
I quickly do
That's a lot.
You could do a perception check.
can I do, I don't know, a nature check, I guess, on this lady? I don't know if that's appropriate to do on a person, but
Give me first a perception check,
okay.
and then
Oops.
okay. So the one thing you would notice is wherever this prince is walking,
Mm-hmm.
he's also wearing no shoes.
Okay.
And the plant life that wherever he's that, if it exists, they seem to wither slightly. The as for the other individual to the right of him, the tall tiefling one,
Mm-hmm.
you could see that he's conversing or saying something to Prince. You can't tell what, but as he's talking, you could tell that his teeth oddly sharp, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, for this last individual, extremely pale. There's something odd about the way she's carrying herself. She's kind of skipping excitedly along. He looks quite young, maybe barely turned, an adult age.
Gross.
Yeah. But
It's not gross to be young. It's gross that she seems like that they're dating. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna conclude that a lot
You
of bad
could-
vibes from this group.
you can give me a nature check, but
Okay. I'd actually like to do it on the prince, unless it's like common knowledge that there's something like, is there a rumor about him and why he's ageless?
there are many rumors.
Okay. Well, then I will do a nature check on him to see if
History check.
Okay, a
A
history check.
history check on his freaky feet.
Yeah, like I just want to see like can I perceive anything else about him or
Okay.
like to figure out if I get a vibe of what I think his deal is.
Sure.
Okay.
Then that's more of an insight. You more of a skill as a person.
Okay, great. Love it. +4.
Okay. As you just kind of keep an eye out, you guys have kind of slowed the cart at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of try to keep in speed, slightly behind them. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Not cut off the prince.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Good call, us.
As you try to take a gander at what the prince is about, the others are talking. The tiefling
Uh-huh.
and this young lady, they're more are talking. The prince has this kind of smile on his face, kind of staring at the city they're walking. Every once in a while he glances up at the sky and just kind of seems to be enjoying everything. It smiled to him. He seems pleasant from like everything seems like he doesn't seem to have a care in the world walking through. While you can see every once in a while the tiefling is kind of turning over to the prince and saying something, and the prince just kind of puts out a gesture like everything's okay. But that's what you can.
All right, weird vibes. That's all I got. Is Emilio awake?
Yes.
I'm guessing Amelia's just staring.
He is currently arguing with Tingle, so you say don't hit on the prince.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but, you know, princes can kind of just decide to do whatever they want, and I don't want to die, so you do you.
I'm gonna go over and say, kind of weird vibes from that group, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what
mean-
power over life and death and tons and tons and tons and tons of money gets you.
And when you say that, Robert, Tingle, like, he is known to have so much power. Apparently, there are legends, like even among the archaeological society, that there is a tomb that was that has been built for him in the past, for when he dies, and like half of his wealth dashed him. But no one has been able to find it or access it all this time, which is strange. And
Tingle is very carefully trying not to think about asking the guy where his tomb is.
it is literally like the crown jewel of a find. So that comes to mind. But the thing is, he is known to have so much knowledge and magical power that people haven't messed with the Principality of Gnome for the reason of him alone. He apparently has existed before all of the history has existed in the
So, I'm pretty sure he actually, like, outdates some of the tombs I've dug up, so, like, yeah, he's a big deal.
Yeah. And he hasn't aged, so that seems bad.
He's basically a living god.
Yeah, some absolutely see him that way. And though there are some that seek out like servitude under him just to serve him like a god.
From memory, there might be some warlocks he's created. I'm not too sure how strong he is. Don't mess with him.
And he's just walking.
That's good point,
Yes.
Bloodbeard, but absolutely a point to note. He is just walking out in the middle of this road headed towards the other capital in the Aetherna line.
I'm sure when you
No
get to that
shoes.
point,
Tingle is going to try and do an Arcana check if he can on the prince's footsteps, because you were saying they're like sucking up the plant life,
Not
like
sucking.
energy.
It
where
seems it kind of seems like the plants look like they wither.
Okay, well he's going to try and do like an Arcana check to try and figure out is there a magic that could like be pulling energy from plants into the prince.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And guidance! Is this a magic that's actually a thing? I don't know.
Arcana.
Okay.
Jesus.
You've heard
28.
of a magic called life transference before, where you can give partial your life else. It usually
Be crazy to
hurts.
do that, but you can.
Yeah, and it hurts you, which is a dangerous spell and only powerful enough to do it. But that would technically have the opposite effect. And not only that, you also notice whenever he's taking a step, the ground around him, like the little steps, think you see these withered plants. When he steps off of it, it kind of returns back to normal. That's why it's hard to find. But when you're taking a close look, yeah, wherever he takes a step, like living grass around, the moment it comes into contact with it, it withers a bit, goes back to normal.
Man, that's some hardcore magic.
And it seems like he's not casting anything. He looks carefree. He doesn't wearing a lot of jewelry, but they don't. You're not sure if they're magical, or if it's if any of those are causing you. You can't outwardly just look at him and tell.
Well, regardless, it looks like he's taking a pinch of whatever he's stepping on and not giving it back, so I don't know what he's doing with it.
It comes
but...
back, Like they spring
Well, you're
back to
saying it's
life.
just slightly a little less vibrant.
It goes away and then it comes back
Okay.
to almost.
Okay, so it looks
full.
totally fine afterwards. Okay, cool. I was thinking it was like maybe just a bit wilted after he's.
No,
okay.
like if
Cool.
anything, they're bent because of the weight,
Just
but they don't
stepped
look
on 'em.
dull,
Yeah.
color, or
Okay.
withered. It's more than being bent. But
Wow.
the moment he steps near them, yeah, they seem to go a little brown and then come back.
That's some hardcore mojo he's got there, because, like, that'd be such a waste of power. He's sucking out the plant life and then just putting it back. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, maybe if I knew how to do something like that, I could do it once, but it would just suck out the life of something. I don't. Why would you put it back?
I don't.
Maybe
That's the
one day,
prince for you.
Tingle.
He can blow up something just by blinking at it, I bet. So whatever.
I don't understand why people need that much power. Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, the immortality he has is probably nice.
At this point, as you guys are walking, as you guys are, on the cart, the others on the caravan have passed. They seem to have noticed that you guys have been trailing closely behind them. And you could see that this young lady kind of talks to the prince. You could see then Tiefling stop for a moment, trail behind, turn around, give you all a look, and is trailing slightly behind the other two now. So closer to you guys.
Tingle is doing the equivalent of the act cool.
Bloodbeard's doing like the tiefling, like
We're good.
Sam recognizes
Is that what you do?
When glances back and you do that, the expression changes. Face.
That's fine.
I will give him a nod.
He kind of gives a nod and then
Hey,
kind of gestures you as like
move ahead.
yeah, move on.
Oh, okay. I think he wants us to speed up, everybody.
Like he's not basically directing their group away from the road, but he's basically like, go along, move along. That's the gesture he's making.
So we have to go off road to get around them.
Kind of at this point, because
Cool.
like the roads have narrowed.
Off-road in our junky wagon with a horse we have no idea how to control very well already.
Okay, yeah, let's try to do that.
Yeah. It shouldn't be too
Tingle
hard.
will
It's
give
mostly
guidance
grassland.
to whoever's driving the cart.
Who is? It should be me because I know
yeah,
how.
so I'm pretty
so-
sure it's Val.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage. I believe you're a folk hero.
Yeah, folks love me.
And a
Alright.
+2 from Tingle.
Woo!
Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
This horse has never been handled better.
You just kind of give a whip of the reins. It
Yeah.
lurches forward and you control it so it kind of goes around. The cart rocks a bit, but you speed up enough to kind of get around them. You could see that the young lady seemed extremely disappointed on her face,
Well, she can't be disappointed in my animal handling because that was really good.
while the prince kind of has noticed you all and kind of smiles, gives a little nod to everyone, like all of you passing.
I will give him sort of like a bow nod, if you know what I mean.
And
Even though everyone told me not to do anything, I grab a clover from my head and throw it to him.
kind of throw it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so like throw it in his direction. You could see the tiefling kind of react as he sees pull something and throw it towards the direction. But you could see before he reacts, the prince pulls him back.
Yeah, Mr. President.
And yeah, almost like that. Like he reactively, and there was like a flash of just sheer anger at you. But the prince is smiling kindly. Quickly, like, you could see, quickly cast a spell, and it over his ground. Gently takes it.
All right, no more throwing stuff at the prince, please, everyone.
Zubrick.
We hurry up, hurry this along. I'm feeling nervous being this guy.
Zubrick, you would know the name too from the history check. I forgot to say. Busy reading descriptions. So it is the tiefling's name is Damien, tactician, and the young lady is known as Cynthia. Apparently she's been around for quite a while too, but she appeared at a certain point in history.
I can't hear the name Cynthia without thinking of that poem from 21 Jump Street.
I have no idea.
The movie?
Yeah. Cynthia, you died for our sins, Thea.
She is known as Cynthia the Blood Countess.
Cool. Very bad vibes from these.
They have
non-spooky normal naming names.
Nope.
Those are the titles that they are known by. Either way, are you guys doing anything? They are technically behind you. You're not gonna brake chuck them?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it moving.
Okay, interesting. You guys move past, join Zorhan on your way to the city of Athera. So actually, you guys want to continue playing, or because this is a good point to stop?
I forgot to introduce my cats, I would like to do that.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Yes.
You guys can.
They are also like by the cat in the cage, and they're kind of like eyeing it out.
Okay.
Trying to make friends.
Are they real or just projections?
They're real.
Yes, and
Oh. Whoa.
Yes, and technically no, because they're magical.
Yeah, they're more like spirits taking the shape of cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and as we learned, Valsir, since we're all brought forth from the ether by the gods anyways, they're technically as alive as you and me.
Whoa.
Thanks, Professor Tingle.
Deep. Gotta think about that one.
These are my newest finds in conjurations. The black one is Zanara, and the jaguar spotted one is Vico.
Vico?
Yes.
How's that spelled?
It's like the word Victor but without the R.
What?
It's like the word Victor but without the R.
Victo?
Victo?
It's Vico.
Okay.
Vico and Zanara.
Vico. Okay.
It's like Rico but with a V.
Okay.
Yes.
it's like
Got
a
it.
I
non.
think that's a better one.
Vico Suave and glad you like that stupid joke.
So stupid. Go ahead.
Good. All right. Cool.
Oh, they're
what
very
cats
nice, Zerber.
does he eat?
Thank you. Took me about a week to learn how to conjure the shape.
Well,
How do you get
right.
their brains to work?
Magic.
I guess that kind of answered my question.
Mm.
I don't have to dissect things like you do. I can feel
Wow, that'd be
it.
so much easier. So much less blood.
Yeah, I'm sorry you got affected differently. Don't worry, we'll make up time.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay. Is that it? We met the cats and we stared at the weird prince.
Yes, and if you guys want, we could stop here because I still have to come up with a lot of stuff for Athera.
Fair enough.
I thought Tingle was actually gonna die, but I'm literally coming back from like months of. I literally had 3 days, not even 3 days. I had today to work on this, so I'm sorry if it's a little.
No worries, man.
What?
I'm just happy that we got back together.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. And the Tingle lived. Thanks
Yeah.
to the
Oh,
great
yeah.
water plan.
Yeah, your power armor's ruined right now, but you could get a fix.
Yep.
Thankfully,
He has tools and proficiencies to fix it himself.
yeah.
Yay.
You might need like a forge to bend some of the metal back.
Yep.
Right, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I hope you all enjoyed it. I know it was a lot shorter of a session today, but hey, I will take anything at this point because it's really nice to have you all back playing D&D with me.
Aw.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. Otherwise, have any thoughts, questions, or?
I'm gonna start naming all my conjurations after dead characters.
Maybe they're not dead in this world. Who knows? Maybe your characters are alive.
I've realized
this one?
I need to make a character that is completely trusting in authority figures, regardless of how scary or bad their dealings are. Because I did that last game too, where I was like, "No, don't mess with this ruling faction. They're scary." This time, "No, don't mess with the ruler. He's scary." Next time, "Oh yeah, he murders people in the street, but he's the law."
I mean, technically,
That's politics.
the prince is technically seen as a god by many in Nasera, so wouldn't be wrong.
I would
When you
say I
first
spit
said-
on that, but I don't want to go to jail.
When you first were saying that it was someone that we've only seen pictures of, I thought it was going to be Victor Cannon.
No.
He is ascended.
The Victor Cannon.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know definitely a shorter one.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I had fun.
play this, and I'm so glad you guys didn't actually decide to stick around for the baddies, the red caps, because that would have been deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing like, oh, maybe one red cap, one of us would have gone down, but maybe they could have been stabilized and we did it. And
The
then,
thing is-
there's more red caps and an invisible something. You.
If it looked like you guys were gonna fight it, I was gonna trim the numbers down, but it looked like you weren't, so I pushed it up just to make it feel a little, dangerous.
Oh my god, I just realized something. I have a brick of catnip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep these cats high.
Okay.
There's
Why
a
do you think I
reason
was
it
so
likes you.
excited about the catnip brick?
I didn't think about it until I looked at my inventory.
Oh man.
I'm so excited now.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. We'll be back next Friday with more. I did hear from Duke that he might eventually be able to join us one day next year sometime. So it'll take a while.
Great.
But hey, it'll be nice to have him back if he really can join us as like a consistent
Yeah.
member.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Go
That
for
would be
playing.
Thank you for having me.
As always.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you everyone for watching, and if you're watching this on YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Jacked it again.
Nice. I think I'm gonna go to bed, but Pete, unless things change, I will be working overnight like next week. That will be the end of hopefully my shenaniganeries and over.
Okay. Well, at least it'll be the
Yay.
last time.
That's the thing. They usually don't schedule me Friday nights, but I guess with Halloween going on, they have me Tuesday night through Saturday night. So
Okay.
Yeah.
all right,
Well,
I'm gonna go regret eating all those goobers in one sitting. So I will see y'all in 2 weeks.
Bye.
all right.
Goober.
Yeah.
See ya.
Oh, I tried to leave the meeting and it left. Oh, there.